Hi, this is Jolly Rancher and Kneecaps. Today we're going to go over the gear that I was using on my Appalachian Trail through hike during the summer 2009. So first we're going to talk about bags. When I started my hike, I took a video shooting what I was packing in my bag the night before I left. And so this is kind of a follow-up video to show you the gear that I kept, the gear that I departed with, and just to kind of give future thru hikers an idea of what they need to carry on the Appalachian Trail. So this is the bag that I started out with. It's the Gorelite Pinnacle. It costs about 130 bucks. It's a 72-liter bag. Some features about this bag: it's a top-loading bag, which means that you throw everything in the big hole at the top. There's no side access or front access. This right here is a front pocket. This is not connected to the main compartment of the bag. It's also a frameless bag, as you can see from the back here. So that means you don't have an internal frame, you don't have an external frame. All that you have is a little piece of foam in it that gives it a little bit of structure. Okay. When I started my hike, I was using my sleeping pad as more of a structure on the inside of it. And I took this out. That's the nice thing about this bag, is the pad is removable. Eventually what I did was I switched sleeping pads to a different manufacturer, so I put this back in. But as you can see, over a course of 5 months on the trail, it got a little deformed. So that's one of the main disadvantages of an internal frame backpack, is that if you have a pad like this, you have to pack the bag very well every single day, otherwise it can get a little deformed, and consequently this is the surface that's resting against your back, so it might provide you some discomfort as you're hiking along. Okay. Some other advantages of this bag is it's very lightweight. It's only 24 ounces. The new version of this pack is a little bit heavier. It's 33 ounces, which is 2 pounds 1 ounce. They've done some upgrades to it, including adding hip belt pockets. My bag is the 2008 version, so it does not have those hip belt pockets. It also has a little bit nicer pad and some more ventilation on the back that have added up the weight, but it's still 72 liters. It's a very durable bag. I used this my entire time on the trail. There was a couple little holes that poked up in the bottom of it, but overall it's very well built. And I found the padding on the shoulder patch to be fine. Some people wanted to add something to it, but I found it to be quite comfortable. Okay, so you have the main big compartment, 72 liters. It's top loading. So the main compartment goes all the way down at the bottom there. You have this is where the removable back pad goes, right in there. So you can take it out if you're going to use the ridge rest, or you can put it in if you're going to leave it in there. You also have a pretty big, spacious front pocket here, which is where you can put your gear that you need easy access to. It also has a water bottle side on either side here. Get that out the way. The other nice thing about this is that these straps you can condense if you want to decrease the volume in the main compartment, and also you can do the same on the bottom here. You can cinch that in like that, so if you're going on a day hike you can really cut down the volume, which is pretty nice. But that's pretty much it for that bag. The only thing I would say about this bag is I found that over time it was too big for my needs. When I first packed it in the winter, I had my bulky clothes, my bulky sleeping bag, and it looked pretty full, but as the weather got warmer, I found that I didn't need it as much space in it. So what I would recommend for future thru hikers is a smaller bag, such as the Gorelite Jam, which is the same brand as this. It's just a smaller bag. It's a 50-liter bag. It's essentially the same exact design, except just smaller. I think I probably couldn't have fit all my gear in the Jam at the beginning of the year, but as we got further into summer, I found that I could have fit everything in, because towards the end of my hike, the bag was crunched down to about this size as opposed to the full-blown 72 liters when I left. Okay? So that's kind of a discussion on the Gorelite Pinnacle. What I have right now, which is my new bag, is the REI Flash 55. This is the replacement for my old bag. I've seen a couple of these on the trail. I haven't actually worn it yet or gone hiking with it, so I can't really speak to my experiences with it, but I've read good things about it. The difference between this and the Gorelite is this is an internal frame pack. It's got a plastic molding here on the back, which should hold its shape better than the foam pad of the Pinnacle. It also has a bunch of different pockets that the Pinnacle doesn't have. It has stuff here, it has some nice places here on the side for your water bottles. It also does have one hip belt pocket on one side, not on the other. But overall, I'm pretty excited for this pack, and I hope to get it on the trail pretty soon. This pack, it weighs a little more. It's 42 ounces, so it's 2 pounds 10 ounces, whereas the Pinnacle was 1 pound 8. So that adds a little bit of weight, but I feel for my uses, I think that's a upgrade that I'm willing to pay for. But overall, it's only 150 bucks, so this is 20 bucks more than the Gorelite. And from the reviews that I've read online, it sounds like it's a pretty good deal. Okay.
Flash 50. This has pockets here for easy access stuff, and you can cinch this closed and put wet clothes in here, which is nice, and cinch that down as well. You have, if you are using a camelback, you can put that in there. Alright, in the main compartment here, you have a spot here to put your camelback if you're carrying that. You have a lot of room in the main compartment for all your normal gear, your sleeping bag and everything. And you can also go in here and remove the backpack, the back pad if you want. And then it also has this top pocket here for easy access with a waterproof zip. So another little pocket for small stuff. And a bunch of attachment points on it if you want to stow your trekking poles inside here. You can also cinch in here or put your sleeping bag along the bottom. That's the REI Flash.
So overall, what I would say to future thru-hikers is get a bag that you're comfortable using with. Make sure you try it on in the store. Make sure it fits comfortably over your shoulders and your hips. Put some weights in it to see how it rides, and walk around with it, especially with trekking poles, and see how it feels. Make sure that you're comfortable with the bag, because that's the one item that you're going to be using every single day, day in and day out, to carry everything.